shooting as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
You can always hire a second shooter, but it's usually not a husband-wife duo.
Then after I met you guys, you guys were super easy to get along with, easy to communicate with, seemed really well planned out.
Your organization was very thorough from beginning to end.
And just knew where you were gonna get us from point A to point B and then to wedding day. So just the whole communication aspect of it was great.
What your aesthetic is, I think, is way more timeless.
Hopefully next wedding y'all double your prices though. We're gonna bring it down.
How did you two first find us?
I think it was Facebook.
Okay.
During my searches, maybe on one of those wedding groups, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All the groups, yep, that I'm in. Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
yes. And it probably was on a Wednesday when vendors are allowed to post, and I knew what aesthetic I wanted for a photographer. So at that point, I was like, I've looked through all the websites. Let's see if Facebook has something else to offer.
Gotcha. Yes. No, those groups are great. Although they're very packed full. It's crazy. It's
They
like
are.
so the fact that you
They
actually
are.
found me is like pretty impressive to be honest.
Yeah. We found our caterer through there as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's good. Well, I'm
So those
glad
groups are really helpful.
it works. Good, good. I'm glad. And then what initially drew you both to working with us? Or just to our work, I guess. Whatever. Yeah.
Your aesthetic, I think your shooting aesthetic was definitely what I was looking for. He was open to whatever. He's like, as long as the photos look good.
Yeah, I'd say so. She was more aesthetic, but then after I met you guys, you guys were super easy to get along with, easy to communicate with, seemed really well planned out, and just knew where you were gonna get us from point A to point B and then to wedding day. So just the whole communication aspect of it was great.
Yeah. All right. Cool, cool. Good, good to know. And then what made you trust us with your wedding memories?
I feel like your organization was very thorough from beginning to end. So I knew that, there was very, very little possibility of like the pictures getting lost or worst case scenario, you and Daniel not showing up. So I think, yeah, just your level of organization and like Will mentioned, your communicativeness
Yeah.
really
You
helped
laughed
us
about
trust you.
you laughed about not showing up. I've genuinely heard of someone recently not or a photographer not showing up. A last minute cancellation.
Yes, I've
Where
been
you
hired for two jobs now as a last minute makeup artist the night prior. So I'm like,
Wow.
it happens. Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of it happening. And I mean,
Mm.
like, no, I'm like, I mean, I would have to be like dying in the hospital to not show up.
Hmm.
Well, I saw it on social media. So it was someone like posting some one person that had missed like four weddings from different last minute cancellations, and everyone was trying to expose them.
Oh
So it didn't
yeah. Oh
happen.
my gosh. There are photographers out there who like, well, there's photographers who scam people, and that's just all
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe that's all it was. Yeah.
Hmm.
that. And then or just maybe some photographers who just booked too many weddings for too cheap and then got themselves in a bind and couldn't
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
people get themselves into weird situations.
Hmm.
It was sad. But yeah, but definitely, I've definitely always been a very organized person, I guess, and I kind of like the administrative side of things. Like I'm creative, but I also like all the behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, cool, cool.
It's important.
And then what's one thing that made us different from other companies that you've seen?
Several aspects, but definitely shooting as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
You can always hire a second shooter, but it's usually not a husband-wife duo, which I've worked with several husband-wife duos in the pageant world, and I love them. I think just the way they communicate with each other helps the client feel a lot more comfortable. So there's that. Again, your aesthetic was different than what I think people are marketing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what your aesthetic is, I think, is way more timeless.
Mm.
I don't think we're going to look at these pictures in 50 years and say, ooh, I wish we didn't use that filter, or that's not actually what we look like, or is that what we look like? Like questioning
Yeah.
ourselves. So there's different things, but definitely those two were the biggest ones.
Yes. Yes, that's awesome. Yes, and you were mentioning the husband wife team thing. Yeah, I really like we kind of have our system to go back and forth.
Hmm.
Good
Hmm.
communication. And I think that's cool. You've worked with other husband wife teams And pageant.
Photographers, actually,
Yeah.
yes, but it was more the man was a photographer and the wife did the hair and makeup.
Oh,
And
okay.
they're still working in the
Yeah.
pageant industry. They've been doing this for like 30 years. They do the cover of the Miss America program book every year.
Wow.
But they're probably one of the best teams I've ever worked with.
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, the
Mhm.
idea is the same as that when you work together all the time, like you're gonna
Mhm.
Mhm.
way better at working together versus just like,
Mhm.
hiring a photographer and then they have to go find another second shooter or whatever, Which I mean, I've always thought about it. I'm like, okay, like if for some reason Daniel couldn't be there, like I'd obviously hire someone who I trust really, really well. But that hasn't happened yet. So we're
Thank
good.
goodness.
Just keep going and figure it out as we go, right?
Shout out Daniel. He shows up.
Shows up. I know. I mean, I just give him the address and you hope he makes it to the right place. Like sitting there beside him, this is where we're going. So funny. Yeah, it's cool. And then what made you ultimately book us for your wedding photography experience?
Well, you mentioned aesthetic, but I know just it felt like one of the better values of a lot of people we talked to. There was I don't really know where pricing comes from entirely in the photography world. I can understand per hours or per job, but it felt like it was just so all over the place when we talked to, I mean, she reached out to 40, 50, I don't even know. It's so many. And it was just price wise felt fair, honesty, and then just also the engagement shoot being included. I think that was a great value because, it's oftentimes that was an additional 500, 600, $700.
Right.
So that was honestly a great selling point for me.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, and I'm gonna touch on you're talking about like, oh, how do people come up with their pricing for wedding photography?
Yeah.
I feel
A
like
lot of work.
yeah, a lot of it is based on like their experience, their education, and their equipment, and just like maybe the type of weddings they want to shoot. Um, but a lot of it comes down to just experience, like their experience shooting weddings, as well as like the experience and the value that they offer to clients,
Hmm.
as well as like photographers who want to shoot a lot of weddings throughout the year tend to charge less, and then photographers who shoot less weddings tend to charge more.
Yeah.
But normally it's because they've been in it longer,
Mhm.
Hmm.
like 7, 8 plus years is so the experience of how many years they've been in it. So I don't know
Hmm.
if that helps clarify it. Whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense. But even then, it felt like some people were just throwing stuff all over the place. But yes, no. All I'd say, yeah, y'all felt fairly priced for the quality that she was looking for, so it was perfect.
Cool, cool. Well, that's good. That's what we love to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how did you
Next
feel about
wedding, y'all can charge. Hopefully, next wedding, y'all double your prices. Though we're going to bring it down.
I mean, we have gone up a bit since you guys. I'll say that. But it just depends on the market, because it's a tricky balance because if we were ever to do a big price jump, we could go 6 months without a single booking, which would be like really
Hmm.
hard type thing. So then it's like, so you kind of have to like gradually raise it as you think that like people will still keep booking you. It's like it's such a
Mhm.
fine thing, but it's also like, okay, like
Yeah.
what do I value myself as in my time for all the
Mhm.
Hmm.
I put into it and making sure that
Yeah.
I can sustain giving this experience to my couples. So fun
Right.
balance. But anyways,
Absolutely.
yeah. And then how did you feel about about all the communication throughout the experience?
It was great. Yeah,
We're
it
still
was.
talking to you.
I know, I'm like, I didn't go away. I didn't run away.
No, 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 no. It was
I like
amazing. It
interrupting.
was 10 out of 10, probably. I'd say. Yeah.
No, definitely. I mean, yes, there was no questions left unanswered. Yeah, you were wonderful.
Oh,
You basically made the first timeline too, because I don't
yeah.
think
Mhm.
anyone had taken the initiative to do anything yet. I know the DJs are going to, the coordinators are going to. I'm like, the photographers looks good. Let's just go with hers.
Yeah, it was
I
the best one
know.
we could do. Yeah.
I found that so helpful when I do that for my brides. Like, I feel like it makes everything just go so much better. And so I've really been
Hmm.
trying to like at least just provide like a rough draft or something, and then we fix,
Yes.
we
And
fix it.
then I think even you talking through the initial timeline was probably way more helpful for him than he imagined because he's like, we have to do all these things. And it's like, yes, you're not going to feel like you're doing all these things, but
Right.
now you're aware
Yeah.
that this is kind of what's going to be happening because no one ever clues the groom in
I know. Oh
or
my
the
God.
men. Any of the rest of the men,
Funny.
they were worse. They knew nothing.
Well, the groups, yeah, but like, I mean, and that's why I purposely have you both on the final timeline call because it's so important for you, Will, to like know what's going on. And like, to be honest, like now look about like what you guys do, it's pretty like Daniel kind of guides you all through it type of thing. But if you didn't know what time like things were supposed to happen, I feel like you'd probably be just hanging out and like not dressed and something would be weird and there's this whole delay and you're
Hmm.
like, oh, I'm getting married in 30 minutes. Maybe I should put my
Yeah.
clothes on. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's like if you didn't make it a thing and say, "Oh, this is what the bride or the groom and the groomsmen were supposed to be here," like otherwise, I've been in weddings before. And you're just kind of like, eh, you know, just
Right.
kind of like you kind of figured it out. Like, oh, surely an hour and a half before the wedding will do. But I've
Right.
definitely been to some weddings where we were not even close to on time, and I think we only got like 15 pictures or something with the groomsmen.
Oh my gosh. Yes. And yeah, so I'm
That was
so glad you
clean.
bring up that point because that's definitely something different about our experience that we do that really makes the wedding day so much just easier on you two and just more fun because you just know it's happening literally a solid month or 2 months before the wedding day. I guess it depends when we have that timeline call to figure everything else out. Um, but yeah, I think that's a really good thing for the guys to hear is that it's important that you know what's happening. That way you have more fun and it'll be great. Cool. Um, yeah. And then how did you feel about your engagement session experience with us?
That was fun.
Yeah, it's really
That
good.
was really
Good
fun.
practice for the wedding.
Yes, and getting to meet you guys in person and
Hmm.
kind of do like a little mock run through was great.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
we'd never been to that location too,
Yeah.
which was the
that's
That's
a
coolest way to see it.
that is a great point, though. I mean, if you just show up wedding day and you're not really comfortable with the bride and groom, it probably could be a little bit more
Mhm.
difficult. So yeah, I could see that being another reason for the
Yes. When
like.
y'all showed up, it was like we were seeing our friends again,
Yep.
which was cool.
Hmm, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's crazy how we get to wedding day. It's technically only our second time seeing you in person,
Hmm.
but we're still like, oh, it's like I've known you for a few years. It's like really weird.
Yes.
Like,
Hmm.
but and I think it's just because that intentional like 1 or 1.5 hour time that we spend together is like really important. And I think a lot of couples don't realize the importance of an engagement session because they're just thinking about like, oh, like it's just take a few photos, but they're not thinking about the relationship building that happens during that time and just the fact that we joke and we talk and we get to know you guys and we have fun and then we get to wedding day and it's like we're just back doing it again. It's super fun.
Now square dancing.
Square dancing. I know. Well, you're talking about wait, for the wedding or
Or,
ballroom
well,
dancing?
or now we're gonna what you all want to go line dancing or square
Yeah.
dancing with us, right?
Yes, we do. Yes.
So
Yes. I
the
want to
show goes on.
exactly. Yes. It's like was it square dancing or swing dancing or
It's
both?
kind of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. But I was better at swing
Swing.
dancing,
Yeah.
but yeah,
And that's
there's
what I
some
think
line
we've done
dancing
here. We've definitely
too.
done line dancing, but yeah, I think it was swing dancing.
Yeah, swing. Yeah. Yes, and we're definitely gonna do that at some point. So waiting on you two to let me know when you hear
We'll let
something.
you know. We're waiting for them to
That's
get the
fine.
get the squares going.
Get the squares going. That's funny. That's awesome. And then, oh my gosh, how did you feel about your wedding day experience with us?
It was perfect.
Amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really was. Daniel was amazing and really just patient, nice guy. Just easy to get along with, and yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it really was. It was
Aside from that, I didn't
flawless.
even notice you guys. Actually,
Right.
the wedding started. I'm like, I don't even remember.
Right, right. No,
Yeah.
you were where you were supposed to be. I mean, we haven't sat down and like looked at all the photos, but I'm like, they look beautiful. We have lots of
Mhm.
options, that's for sure. So,
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
good.
so great. They're
yeah.
amazing.
Yay. That's so funny that you mentioned like you like didn't even notice us there even though we were there. Because like I feel like I'm all over the place all the time. Like
Hmm.
I don't feel like I'm in the way. I just feel like I'm running over everywhere like constantly. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, like am I in people's way? Even though I don't think I am. But so that's hilarious that you say that like you didn't even
Oh,
notice.
I think
I'm just like
you're fitting in great.
perfect, perfect. And then how did you feel about your gallery reveal experience with us? So that was when we sat down and like scrolled through the whole wedding gallery.
That was chaotic for me, but very much enjoyed it. Otherwise, I probably would still not have looked through any of the pictures.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm really thankful that we did that.
Okay.
Just from like I was going from one trip to the other.
Yeah, at that
Yeah.
point you
Oh,
would.
that's true. You're right. Yeah. You
Yes.
have the key. Yeah.
So yeah, that was awesome to be able to like, okay.
Not as of now, but at that moment she wouldn't let me
Mhm.
look
Yes.
down.
No, I know. It would have been at least like 2 more weeks before I even could open
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. That was really exciting.
That's true. And no, I remember, yeah, because that
That
was
was
kind
at
of chaotic. There's like
Was
you're
your
in a crazy
mind?
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I'm glad that it at least gave you like an hour or so just to take a break and look at it, even if it didn't feel
Mhm.
a lot in the moment. And thanks for being honest and saying it was chaotic, not just being like, "Oh, it's perfect," because it's thanks for being honest. I'm
Well, usually I'm sure you have the bride and groom together for those
yes,
types of
normally we
things.
do.
So you would just
Although
be
I
across
feel
the.
like, yeah, I feel like we've probably done it once before where they weren't together, we weren't together or something. Um, But yeah, it normally doesn't happen very often. But I think what happened with you guys is your gallery was supposed to be delivered like really soon or something like that. And I don't think you were going to get back home in time before the gallery was
Mhm.
delivered. And I still wanted to give you like scrolling through the whole gallery reveal experience rather than just sending you the link. And so that's why I was trying to like get it scheduled in. And it was just because
Hmm.
we're coming off of a busy season with like several weddings and like I think we had like 4 weddings in 1 month, which we normally do like two like in a month. So I was like, I got a little I had just a lot of galleries to deliver, so it got crazy.
Mhm.
So I appreciate you just being willing to do that, even though it was a little crazy.
Yeah, no, that was great. I mean, that's just a good touch, good customer service touch. You don't, just like you said, we don't have to be here right now. You didn't have to,
Do that.
walk through us, showing us each of the pictures, answering any questions or anything. So that's a nice touch for sure.
Cool. So you definitely like it because I've been trying to get feedback on it. And
I
like,
think I would say, yeah, I would say if you can do it, and then like we did like 30 for 45 minutes, I guess, or something. But
it was a little
I
over an
mean,
hour, but it's okay.
Yeah,
if
the
it,
Zoom call cut
I
out.
I
I
would
think so. So like
say
50.
it's solid. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Hmm.
Okay, perfect, cool. That's
Yeah.
good feedback. And then you kind of already touched on this question a little earlier, but was your experience worth the investment?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's we
Mhm.
were just talking about that yesterday,
Mhm.
and just all the different price points and experiences you could have had, and yeah, I mean, I would say it was 100% worth the price because
Perfect.
I was so anti like spend like just like five, six, seven, eight, nine, $10,000. It was like surely you can get something at a reasonable price point. Y'all were perfect.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and I mean, it's just again, it's just different photographers with different experiences have different price points, and that's just how it is. But yeah, I'm glad. And then,
Mhm.
oh, what was your favorite part about working with us? And you might each have a favorite part, or I don't know, you can think for
I
some.
just enjoyed you guys personally as people. Y'all are really easy to get along with. Enjoyed joking around, having fun. Makes it more you're just loose, you're comfortable. You weren't getting aggravated with me joking around or anything. I, I was able to be myself, and that left great pictures where I was just my natural. And I think when I looked at the pictures, I'm like, that's what I look like. I feel like normally, so that was great.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Yeah. I think now that I've been able to like look through most of the pictures, I think what I've enjoyed most about working with you guys is I work with you and Daniel works with him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's getting the most authentic version of Will. So looking
Mm-hmm.
through the groomsmen photos, they're like, there's probably more photos of you that I've saved than of me because I love them. They're just so authentic
Yeah.
Hmm.
and sweet and genuine. And I know that not every photographer would have gotten that from you.
Yeah.
And from all the boys that have never even met you guys.
Yeah, maybe it
Right.
was Daniel knowing what I am supposed to kind of look like, I
Hmm.
guess. Or, maybe that was just the having more time with us. He was able to understand what I look like naturally. Whereas
Hmm.
sometimes again, I've been at a good bit of my weddings and I look at the pictures and they're just like, okay, not that
Right.
it's my wedding, but it is like, it doesn't feel like maybe they got all of us natural. It was just
Hmm.
like snap, snap, and move on,
Hmm.
Right. Like just smile, like smile,
Smile.
and
But
that's
then
it.
it was
That'll be
kind of
that.
like, I think Daniel was taking more time, trying to maybe get a couple extra five, six, seven shots because he felt like we could do better.
Yeah, yeah. We like doing all the goofy shots because then it shows like your unique personalities with each of the guys.
Hmm.
Yes,
So because
absolutely.
I don't know if I do goofy shots with girls. I don't think I do. I think I'm like
Um,
But we
laugh
probably
at each other and make a funny
no.
face if you want, but
they put the flowers up or something.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna look the same. We just look at each other and laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what girls do. I mean, we just look like, yeah, that's the girl
Yeah.
thing to do, right? And the guys are just like, let's like do something weird, stand on our toes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just make it fun.
True. That's about how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much. It's funny. Cool. And then, oh, this is fun. What was your favorite photograph from your wedding day? If you can pick one. If not, it's okay. But you can like each, maybe just if something pops into your head.
Oh,
I just finished looking through every single one.
So fun.
that's so hard.
You know,
Like I actually think I still have. I haven't looked through the send-off photos yet.
you're
Uh,
dragging in. Sorry.
It's tough to say. I really don't even know. I don't have to categorize them. I feel like I have a favorite picture with every person almost I was with, like around, which is amazing. Um, it is almost like a perfect album, it feels like. There's not very many pictures I don't like of myself, which I'm
Oh,
like, well,
that's
I don't know how
good.
I really don't know how that worked out. I could easily normally find some.
yeah.
Do you kind of agree?
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, I mean, my lock screen right now is the black and white one of us walking through
Oh, oh, the
the,
send off. Yes.
the send off.
Sparkle. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
Yep. And
Nice.
then let's see. I really love. Uh, yeah, I don't even have a pick. Do you have one on top of your head?
Mm-mm.
I love so many. Yeah, y'all just crushed it. I have like probably 50 saved at this point.
Nice.
Mhm. I'm like, I know there's a lot of ones that I really like, but I
Mhm.
cannot remember a single one right now.
So no
Yeah,
worries.
to specifically call them out would be hard.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. And that's okay. I mean, it was more just like sometimes if one just happens to pop into your head, like, oh, I really like.
I'm visualizing some right now.
There
Well,
is
I'll tell you, my LinkedIn profile picture is now that picture.
Oh, the one, yeah, up against the wall. Okay, yep. I can like
So
see
I'm,
the
I'm
silhouette to know what it is. It's like funny.
I'm using that. I really love this one actually.
which one's that one? You have
Okay, okay, from the side. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I just think
By
it's
the
such a
bushes.
really fun looking, just pretty picture.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
And then
I don't even know how to look through things.
I actually love all the ones of us when we were exiting with the sparklers. So many of those look so good.
Oh, good. Yay. I'm glad. I
Yeah.
know it's such a candid, just fun moment. I feel like the
Hmm.
sparkler just make it look so like warm and happy and fun.
Yes, it's amazing. And this the lighting of that whole venue was just really nice. It was so like it's like a nice soft lighting, so everything just looks so good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
There's another one of these that I like a lot.
Let's see. Oh, the barn. Okay, the walking pole barn.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Because I do think the venue is so pretty. Like the light, everything was just like perfect for this photo.
Oh, love it.
You look like a model. I'm like, my face isn't even in it, but
You all look good.
that
I
is one of my
love,
favorites.
yeah. I like the candidness of just, I was like, okay, gotta do something with the barn. So like,
Yes.
Yep.
I was like, oh, strolling across. Because I remember like at that point, we only had like maybe 10 more minutes left of portraits. And so I'm like zooming, thinking of everything in my head.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool, cool. And then what was your favorite moment from your wedding day? Like this is not photo wise, this is just your mo like a favorite moment from the day.
Hmm. Shoot, I really felt like I was able to live in the moment for the entire thing, so it was actually really
Good.
nice. I felt like I still remember the entire day, actually. Um, yeah, I enjoyed just from the start, kind of getting ready with everyone, just having all my closest friends, be there with me, and then seeing Katie walk down the aisle was, of course, a moment I'll never forget. And then, yeah, I really love the reception with the speeches and just hearing everyone talk and share how they feel about each of us and both of us. Yeah, it was an amazing day.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think walking down the aisle was one of my favorite personal moments.
Yeah.
Or maybe even just like the moment the doors opened. I
Mm.
think that like specific moment is very memorable to me.
Yes.
And the speeches were our
Yeah.
brother and family really did a great job with the speeches. They were so good.
Oh yeah. And even like your speech to your mom, which I could not understand what you were saying.
Yes. No
But
one could, but
everyone
everybody was crying apparently.
but everyone loved it. Thought it was so sweet. So it's probably because you did it in Spanish. That's probably
Mm.
Mhm.
they probably like that aspect of it. So yeah, that's cool. I love that. I think those are really cool moments. Yeah. And then what would you tell to other couples who are considering booking us?
Do it.
Do it.
Definitely do it. You won't regret it. Yeah, this is probably the number one, if not definitely a top five investment you should make in your wedding because it's the only thing you'll be able to carry with you when the
Mm.
day's over. The hair and makeup comes off, the dress has not even been cleaned yet, it's hanging in a
I have
closet.
the same problem. I just haven't cleaned
Uh-huh.
my dress in 4 years. I'm like, God.
Yes, I think, yeah, we talked about it. I'm like, I don't think, I love the idea of like your kid being able to wear it. I just know she's not going to. So, because she's going to be like me and I wouldn't have if I had the option. So that's where I'm
Yeah.
like, dry cleaning's expensive. We're just
Yeah.
going to
Yeah,
leave
very
it.
sentimental.
We're going to leave it there.
I left it. Well, I just never did it because I've just forgot to do it. But then I thought like, I think I used it for a style shoot once. Like I was like in a style shoot once just for fun. And so I thought, oh, it'd be fun to like wear it randomly. Like if I ever did like a style wedding shoot for fun. Um, I don't know. So that's why I didn't do mine, but who knows? You could use it for a style shoot. You two could totally like model for like style shoot.
Oh, yes. And our matron of honor ended up doing like a 5-year anniversary shoot. I mean, it was a whole thing. She had to fit back in the dress and whatnot. But I mean, I did. Those pictures are beautiful, and it is a nice idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's reasons to wear it. I don't think it was destroyed that bad. I haven't looked.
Yeah, you're like, I haven't looked. Yeah, I've just heard that I guess like after a bunch of years it could turn yellow or like go something.
White turns yellow.
Oh yeah. So like
Yeah,
I think
you
that's
really
why
need to
they say to
preserve it as
preserve
the
it
thing.
and
Hmm.
everything. So maybe at some point, but I've also heard that it's not ever really too late to preserve it, although maybe if it's like 10
Oh,
years, maybe then it gets too.
right,
Don't quote me
right.
on that because I might be making that up. I don't know.
Yes.
Not I'm not a professional on gown preservation at all.
Just put it in the freezer.
Yeah. So funny. Yes. Yeah. Cool, cool. Well, thanks so much. That was I love it when you just are like, do it, because it's so simple and easy. It's great. So fun.
Yeah, I'd say this exact same. Yeah, I mean, I feel like especially it's like if you want the aesthetic, yeah, that's where photography is interesting. If you're trying to
Yeah.
target a certain look, it's like, yeah, I mean, you look through 100 and
Hmm.
you're exactly what she was looking for and a really great price and fair, amazing communication, um, timely, just well planned. So yeah, I don't think anyone can go wrong.
Right. I also feel like if you're at this part of the choosing stage, they probably already like your aesthetics. So there's
Right.
probably nothing really holding them back.
Mhm.
So yes, it's
Yeah.
something you definitely won't regret.
Yeah, and I think this really helps them figure out like, is the experience truly going to be worth the investment they're making?
Hmm.
For sure.
Because I think it comes down to a lot of people like the work, they like the style, they like us, and it comes down to like maybe we have to convince a certain family member that this is going to be worth it. And so
Hmm.
like hearing from you guys, I think is what helps them to like make that decision type of thing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
makes sense.
And then is there anything else that you'd like to say about your experience working with us?
Yeah, exactly. I feel
Good.
well covered. I think I've prayed you 42 times tonight, so I can make it 50 if you need me to. No, y'all were incredible, seriously. It was amazing. We've talked about you guys multiple like occasions with everyone. Like, yeah, we'll certainly be referring you guys to anyone that asks us, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, thanks so much. And then I like to ask kind of like a constructive criticism question. Like it's kind of scary for me to ask this because it's giving you the chance to like
I
sit
only have one.
better. Really? Oh my
I
gosh.
think the only one I could give you would just be which of you or Daniel are going to be more vocal when it's loud with the whole family. Not
Mm.
the end of the
Okay.
world, but
Yeah.
Jasmine ended up having to speak up,
Oh
but
yeah.
that's who she is, so that's perfect. But if she didn't speak up, it could have arguably been a little messier, you can say.
Right.
But you would do anything wrong, but it's
That's
like I
good.
could see you gotta yell, I guess.
Or make sure you designate someone or tell your
True.
Yeah.
bride to designate because she actually was
Oh,
designated to do
perfect.
that.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Then it wasn't even your
Which
fault.
no, which thank goodness because when you're dealing with big families
Yeah.
like
A
our
lot.
family's ridiculous. It took forever to get through all those pictures.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you.
No, it's just like that's what happens
It's a
when you
lot.
have 35 people to fit in a
Uh,
shot.
It's okay. Yeah.
Or like with the subtracting, it's like, I guess, how do you start? You start with
Right.
the most and then work away.
However we
How do
did it ended up working out, and I think that was the fastest way to do it. But
Mm-hmm.
you always have to put people back though, right? You
mhm.
know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah,
just,
I have
Our
tried
little
to
flower girls,
organize.
we just kept shoving them back
it's just back or forth. It's like you have two
Yeah.
Yeah.
different community groups.
Like
Well,
normally I look at, sorry,
yeah.
go ahead, I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm like a lot. It depends on the dynamics of the family too. Like two of my family members were in the bridal party, so they couldn't go very far. And then we have so many flower girls, but we're like, but they're all kids in
Right.
our family. So yeah, we just kept shoving them in.
Yeah. But that's just
So yeah, that's
tough to
just
do.
dynamics. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So I don't think, yeah, I'm like, I think you definitely tried your best.
Doesn't get too much to heart.
Yeah.
No, no, it's okay. Well, and I'll say a few things. So, like, I think I normally look at like your family formal list and like try to like do like most, start with the most and then go down. But then I
Mhm.
think sometimes it gets moved around on wedding day because sometimes someone wants to go in and sit down from the heat. Like weird things happen in the moment
Mhm.
that sometimes cause the list to get a little bit shuffled around. And really try to stick to the order because I do like look at it beforehand. I'm really trying to make it the most efficient. But then I feel like it always does happen where you have to like pull people in and out. Like I think it would only work to like have people go up there once for like their specific photo if the
Mhm.
photo list was super super simple.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
the more people you have, the more in and out it's going to be.
Mhm.
But yeah, but again, like I think Jasmine, I think she came up to me and offered to um, say because call out names because normally Daniel will call out the names, type of thing, like as my second shooter. Like that's what we normally do on wedding days. He's calling out all the names, and I'm like just organizing people up front. And oh, you know what? I know what happened. I remember. Okay, we did not have time to photograph your reception details before the ceremony.
He was
So
doing that.
Daniel, I told Daniel, you go
Mm.
grab reception details. You go make sure they have that before everyone goes in there and makes it crazy, right? And so then I was like, I'll just figure it out here. And then Jasmine came up and he was like, hey, I can help by calling out names. And that's what we did. But normally in most weddings, Daniel's actually calling out names. And we don't normally have like another family member doing that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's what
Not
happened.
thinking
See,
that was the
Yeah.
case. I was
that
just
makes
like,
sense.
in
Yeah.
that moment, it made me realize, oh shoot, this is actually kind of a difficult part of
Mhm.
photography
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
trying to like get everything. Because if you
Yes.
miss it, it's like that could be pretty hurtful
Yes.
for someone, like if a grandma or
Right.
something.
Yes. And I don't think she even knew that that's what she was going to be doing. Her job was family wrangler in terms of like, make sure my mother doesn't have to go pee during these 20 minutes that we're taking these very important photos, or
Right.
like your grandma doesn't wander off
Right.
somewhere. So but she ended up stepping up and doing a lot. So I'm glad that
Yeah.
ended
It
up
was
working out.
very helpful that Jasmine helped with that because I mean, like I think, and she was also able. She probably knew more of the people than I did,
Yes.
obviously. So she was
Hmm.
able to
Yeah.
help determine are they here, and sometimes I'll even ask you like are they all here? And I will say family formals. That is the most hectic 20 minutes of your entire wedding day, in my opinion,
Hmm.
because it's so many people and it feels crazy. And that's definitely like, one of my goals to just continue to try to make it like even smoother for every wedding we do.
Mhm.
And there's just always
Yeah.
gonna be a wedding here or there where just crazy things happen. And it's just,
Yeah.
we just, at the end of the day, we do what we do to just get the photos so you have them, even if it feels a little crazy. Um,
Yeah.
but we're working to improve it, I guess, to make it better.
It worked out perfect.
Cool. But yeah, but that's so funny that that's great. That was a good constructive criticism. You're the first
Thank you.
couple to actually give us a constructive criticism. So I'm proud of you for actually saying something. It's great.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's well more just like it's constructive because I'm like, well, I'm trying to think what I would do in that instance in a lot of ways. Like, how would I improve that? I don't exactly know, but maybe there are ways you can
Yeah.
make it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Normally I would have just like probably in the future, like I'll announce, hey, I'm Jennifer. I'm gonna be taking the family photos. This is Daniel. He's calling names.
Mhm.
Like I think I want to like in the future,
Build
um,
rapport with
more
them
like
a little bit even.
yeah, like introduce myself at the beginning instead of just going like straight into yelling out names because I want it to
Yeah.
be like I want it to be I want to come across having like calm authority during it, not like bossy,
Yeah.
like annoying. You know what I
Smart.
mean?
And that's smart because that's exactly how I felt, I think, in the past before. It's like
Mm-hmm.
photographers would be like demand, they're like they'll almost like maybe speak to you as if you're the problem. I'm like, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. This is my fault. So then I
Right.
honestly I've been like, we don't yell disrespect me.
Right.
But I'm the last one. No, it's such a crazy job. So now I feel guilty
Yeah, it's
ever
like
getting mad about a bad attitude from a photographer.
right. It's like I don't want to make enemies during family formals.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that family formals is actually such an amazing time to really like get everyone in the family to like you as a person if you do it right. But
Yeah.
I think it just like it takes practice and just
You
it
there.
takes
It's like,
me being
well,
like insanely calm and
hmm
like but very directive in a calm way that's not like because I like internally I'm kind of like this is so crazy and I have to like not show that while like doing it's like so
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, because you and Dave are more calm people. Like you're not, I wouldn't say you're like hyper even, or I don't know, like you're just pretty like relaxed. So it's like it might not be natural for you to just be yelling at people, you know?
Right.
So yeah, you got to figure out what's the best approach.
Yes, no, it's yeah, so thanks so much for that construction criticism. That's honestly all my questions to you guys. And I want to respect your time tonight and yeah, and just thank you so much for being willing to take the time to do this tonight. We really appreciate it. And hopefully we can go swing dancing soon. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, you
you
too.
too.
Take
All
care.
right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.